Good morning, children. So let's start with our novel All Around the World in 80 Days. So here is the picture of four characters. The main character, Mr. Phileas Fogg, around which the story is woven. Here is Oda, then Pass It Out, and Detective Fix. So let's start reading this novel. So before starting, let me tell you something about the author. Around the World in 80 Days, the name of the novel is Around the World in 80 Days, and the author is Jules Verne. He is the French person. So let's read something about the author first. In the UT, we have two lessons. Lesson number 1, The Bet, and lesson number 2, Detective Fix. So on the next page, we have something about Jules Verne. Jules Verne was born in France on 8th February 1828. His father was a lawyer and his mother came from a family that owned a shipbuilding business. Young Jules Verne loved the sea, and this is why the sea is important in his stories. When he was a young boy, he ran away from home and got on a ship going to the West Indies. But he was caught and sent home. In 1847, his father sent him to Paris to study law. However, Verne spent most of his time writing plays for the theatre as he loves to write. In 1850, his first play was published and his father was very angry because he doesn't like all these things and stopped sending him money. In 1857, he married Honorine Morel and worked as a stockbroker in the share market. At the same time, he continued writing, and in 1863, his first novel, 5 Weeks in a Balloon, was published. It was a great success, and Verne became rich. Verne wrote many other adventure books which showed his knowledge of science, technology, and travel. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Journey to the Center of the Earth, and From the Earth to the Moon. Jules Verne went on many trips to different parts of the world. These experiences and his love for travel inspired him to write Around the World in 80 Days in 1873. Jules Verne died on 24th March 1905. Many people believe that Verne invented science fiction, fiction means imaginary stories related to science. In his books, he predicted many things about the future which actually came true. So this was all about the author Jules Verne. So let's read the novel. Let's start with the novel. So here is the picture they have given of four characters. So let's start with the very first lesson which is there in your UT1. So better to write here UT1. As this is shining paper, you can use a pen to write. Oh, the name of the chapter is The Bet. The other word for bet could be a gamble, like you put some money on a risk. So bet means gambling. So here's your newspaper, sir. Thank you. So this is the newspaper cutting. So let's read something about that. What is written there in the newspaper? The Daily Telegraph, the name of the newspaper. It's written here London. On the other side, Wednesday, 2nd October 1872. Bank of England robbed. Daring robbery puzzles London police. So this was the heading. £55,000 mysteriously disappeared from the cashier's desk at the Bank of England on Monday, 30th September. How much was the amount? Just see, 55. Please underline the amount. £55,000. This big amount was being robbed. The robbery was discovered when the cashier returned to his desk after serving a customer. Since there were no guards in the room, no one actually witnessed. Witness means noticed the crime, because that time they were not, but at that time we were not having the CCTV camera, no, and all. Even the guards were not there in the bank, just imagine. So nobody actually noticed the crime. However, other clerks and customers noticed a well dressed young gentleman enter and leave the room. Although some of the people there outside, the clerks and the customers, they noticed a very well dressed young man, a gentleman, the one who entered and left that room. Police believe this may be the bank robber, and a detailed description has been given to the detectives, the spy, the secretive people, those who are working in all major ports. Major ports, because from there only the people, can go from one place to another in England and abroad. So this was full, the things done by the police people over there. This was something, and this was the only thing being discussed in London during that time. So, here's your newspaper, sir. Thank you. So, this was the newspaper all about. Well, without any guards, what do they expect? Thought Phileas Fogg. So, the main character, Phileas Fogg, was actually reading that newspaper, and he's just telling to himself, talking to himself. Well, without any guards, what do you expect then? Thought Phileas Fogg. He continued reading his paper as other members of Reform Club. So better to underline the club name also, because in the paper they can even ask you few things related to the incidents. So when he was reading the newspaper, he was actually sitting over there in Reform Club. So he continued reading his paper as other members of the Reform Club sat playing cards, talking and drinking the best tea in London. So this was about, the people, those who belong to that rich class, and they were sitting there in a Reform Club. They were playing cards, talking, drinking, and, they were enjoying the day. The sound of their conversation did not bother him. Even the way they were talking, did not bother Phileas Fogg, and he continued reading. Although Fogg was a rich and respected Englishman, like others, he was very different from them. He also belonged to such a rich family, and he was quite respected Englishman, but he was different from others. Let's see how he was different. He was a handsome man. See the full description of Mr. Fogg. So you can underline, with the sketch pen. He was a handsome man in his early 40s who liked routine. He was very well organized type of a person. And moreover, he loved doing the things continuously, into same manner, into same place. He liked to sit alone in same armchair. Just imagine, this is the line which is going to tell you to describe why they have written here, who liked routine. He liked to sit alone in the same armchair, in the same room, at the same time every day. This kind of organized person he was, such a routine person he was. His routine never changed, but today's news would change Phileas Fogg's life forever. But this news, this robbery, is going to change now Phileas Fogg's life. The way he was so well organized, a clock working person, going for each thing into that particular time, particular place. This kind of a thing was going on till now. But after this, the things are going to change. Let's see how the things are going to change. So page number 8, let's see. In this picture, you can see the friends of Phileas Fogg. They were sitting around. So let's see what's going on. They are going to discuss this robbery. Okay, because this book is little shining, no? Several hours passed, and after dinner, some other members entered the reading room. So some other people also, they entered the reading room. And who were they? Thomas Flanagan. So please make a wavy line. This is the new character which you are going to read about. Thomas Flanagan, a businessman, was talking about the latest news. Any news about the robber? So he started asking. He will never escape. The police told me that their best detectives are all over the city and the rest of the world looking for him, said Gauthier Ralph. So this is again the new character, the one who gave the answer to this question. Any news about the robber? So Gauthier Ralph, he is one of the director of the Bank of England. all these people belong to that high rank, all these people, those who were gathered in that reform club. So he was one of the directors of the Bank of England. He told he will never escape, as the police told him that their best detectives are all over the city and rest of the world looking after him. Have they got a description? Asked Andrew Stuart. So this again the friend over there, one of the friends sitting over there, Andrew Stuart, an engineer. He was engineer by profession. Have they got the description? Really, they understood all how he looked like and all. At that point, Fogg folded his newspaper, placed it on the table beside him, and joined the conversation. He also joined the conversation, and he said, "The Daily Telegraph says that a well-dressed gentleman was in the paying room when the money disappeared." He told about this thing that because he was reading the Daily Telegraph, he told in that newspaper it is written, "The well-dressed gentleman was in the paying room when the money disappeared." A description of him was then given to the detectives. Usually better the police people, they're having the artist. The people, those who are the eyewitness over there, they used to give the description, and the artist, they draw the picture accordingly. So that kind of pictures are already being sent to the detectives. Ralph nodded. So Ralph also agreed with this. "I'm sure they will get him. There's a reward for £2,000. The reward was also quite a huge money. £2,000. Any detective would be eager to catch him for that kind of money, because that detective is going to get two things. One is the reward and the other is the fame, the popularity. But then it won't be easy for him. Even if he get out of the country, where could he go? Where could he hide?" asked Stuart. Stuart also, joined that conversation, and he gave his view that how can he escape anywhere? Even if he go anywhere, how can he hide? Lots of places. They are saying that lots of places are there. Fogg believed nothing was impossible. There are many places he could go. Traveling is faster and easier these days. Mr. Fogg said, "Nowadays any person can go anywhere. The world is getting smaller." Why? Just today the Telegraph has an article which says it's possible to travel around the world in only 80 days. He read about that article where they made it possible that even it is possible to go around the world in 80 days. They even show the exact route. He said all these things with a proof. Fogg showed them the article, but Stuart only laughed. Stuart was only laughing. How it is possible to go around the world in 80 days? Yes, of course, traveling is lot faster now, Fogg. But around the world in 80 days, it's impossible. What about bad weather and the railway accidents? He added that what about those things? No, the obstacles which are going to come. There are hundreds of problems that could stop you. So there are so many problems where the things could be very, very difficult for a person to keep going. So here in this video till here, in the next video we are going to read the rest of the chapter. Thank you. God bless you.